Well, Greg, this matchup features two teams that want to slow things down and run their offense in the half court.
Yeah, both sides are methodical. They want to get into their sets and create quality looks and also have floor balance. I'd be surprised if we see a ton of fast break opportunities tonight.
Now, Golden State's starting five. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Stephen Curry's out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Now Curry. After the missed three from Lopez. Curry kicks to Green. Good on the triple.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Lillard with it. Butler covering. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Lillard. Down low. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Curry with the bucket.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And here's Giannis. Following Draymond Green's three, Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Shoots the three. And another three for Golden State.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. Butler with the steal. Launches the three. It's good from long range.
You get the feeling Butler was ready to let that one fly before the ball got to him.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lillard from outside bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Green, no luck. Bucks trail by 5. Antetokounmpo passes to Jackson. Giannis with it. Now Green defending. Count that one. Giannis has got 8.
On the drive, Giannis just dead. His stride and his strength make him hard to handle once he gets going.
Green, the screen. Here's Curry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Green with a screen on Jackson. Takes the three. And Draymond Green gets the three. 9 points in the game so far.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's the break. And there's Jackson on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Decision-making of Giannis Antetokounmpo, I mean, he seems to improve on his passing every season, which is impressive.
He gets it in there.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Lillard finds Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the Warriors pick up 3. Lillard with it. Butler covering. They get the rebound. Antetokounmpo lays it up and banks it in. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Giannis just doesn't stop working, plays with great energy at both ends. Excellent work on the boards there.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Butler with the steal. Going inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Hey, you got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
It's tipped. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Curry with the 3. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He finishes with 9 points. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Jonathan Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Hield. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. Things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Prince dishes to Porter. He gets that one.
Capping off the drive through the bump. Porter Jr. holding steady.
Pass to Moody. Kuminga with it. Back to Moody. Fires from the wing. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Trent finds Prince. Got a piece of it. Trent against Hield. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. Some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now, here's Trent. Good and a nice assist from Porter. And now it's a 3-point Bucks lead.
Fantastic job moving the ball there by Porter Jr., understanding exactly what was available when his teammates were open.
Drills it from outside.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by the Bucks.
Prince's shot is good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
Pass to Moody. Here's Post. Here's Moody. Driving to the basket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Golden State.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Porter kicks to Prince. The kick out to Porter. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Always a ready and eager three-point shooter. That last 3 only gave Porter Jr. more motivation.
Healed outside. Pass to Pajemski. Healed with a screen on Porter. Here's Pajemski. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pajemski's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Kicks it out to Prince. There's the drive. And the layup falls.
Well, I like the energy Prince plays with. If there's open space in front of him, he's going to be on the front foot and moving with purpose.
Kuminga against Prince. And Kuminga gets it to go. Kuminga's got his first points in this one. Trent goes in. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Now here's Hield. He has yet to score. They set the pick. Pass to Post. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Good decision-making by Hield. Giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
For Golden State, Pajemski, 2 shots. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tie game in Milwaukee. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And get ready for the half-court shot.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And he gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
personal foul call.
At the line for the
And I
Bucks.
think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
And, you know, Lopez has such a likable personality and way about it. Just a good-spirited guy, and it's one of the reasons his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Green finds Butler. Green with a screen for Butler. Into the lane. Back to Green. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Draymond Green.
And it goes on Draymond Green. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, and especially because he gets doubled every single time. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Little over and gone here in the second half.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lillard, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo.
First personal foul.
Giannis sets a screen for Lillard. Fires for 3. And it's Lillard missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Payton finds Curry. Curry on the drive. Golden State moving the ball around. Payton passes to Green. For the lead. Another miss by Curry. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Jackson. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
That puts them in the lead. Curry's got 16.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
Pass to post. The 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time.
Gary Trent.
That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Kuminga goes in. And stolen by Portis. Here's Sims, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Moody. Golden State needs to get off a shot. There's Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And it's the Bucks on the break. There's the lob to Portis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Nice play. The pass goes up, and Portis just swallows it.
Here's Podziemski. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Bucks leading by 6. Portis finds Prince. Back to Portis. It's Prince on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. Prince has got 6 points in the quarter.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Deflects the pass. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Dan, he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Podziemski. Kuminga out there with Moses Moody. Then it's Hield. And it's Post in at the center. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Kuzma finds Giannis. Outside for Jackson. Lillard outside. And there's the foul that goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Kuzma sets a screen. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wow! Butler from way outside.
That one's deep, real deep, but Butler has proven he's more than capable of draining the long ball.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Curry, back to Green, and it's Green with the jam.
These kinds of buckets are what get.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. At the line for 1. The play will be reviewed.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to do a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass, just sailed it right out of bounds.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Curry. Curry from 3.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Right side, Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Kuzma.
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Curry is inside. Jackson on him. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he makes the first.
Continuing to work on refining his craft. Butler puts in a great amount of time, maybe more than most. He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Here's Lillard. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Lopez outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Back to Giannis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
Here's Curry on offense. Here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And he drops it in from the low post. Curry's got 21 in the game.
When you need a big bucket, Curry knows exactly how to come through. Clutch.
Lillard outside. That one goes in.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Right side, Green. Butler at the elbow. Pass to Curry. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
The kick out to Lopez. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. To take the lead. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his 3. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry dishes to Butler. Out to Payton. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pass to Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Clever move by Curry, taking the foul, but still getting the shot.
Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. here.
For the sixth.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Prince with a screen on Butler. Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Count it!
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
Substitution for the Warriors. Moses Moody. Buddy Hield.
For the win. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak, be back in the still. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for him.
one-sided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Jackson in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Morant. Driving in, kicks it out to Jackson. There's a screen. Pass to Edey. 6 to shoot. He buries it from 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. Now Kuzma, defended by Jackson. Out to Lillard. Drives to the hoop. Now Lopez. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Edey. Morant with it, and Lopez picks him up. Morant against Lillard. Morant looking for an opening. There's Jackson with the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
From deep, Bane. No good with the tip. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Edey for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Edey's got 6 points.
Impressive offensive versatility for a big. He can show you a variety of looks.
Pass to Lopez. On the wing, Kuzma. And here is Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 6 points for him.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, John Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Jackson outside. The 3 is up. Jackson gets the bucket.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries, and there is nothing more valuable than experience.
The rebound by Edey. Memphis has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And there's the screen. And then Morant with the jam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Inside, and stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And the dunk by Jackson.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. Now here's Lillard. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson for 3. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
Pass to Bane. Jackson outside. Let's go with a 3. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Offensive board. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 3 on the clock. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Got it off in time. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Memphis ahead, up by 3. And the set. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
They've got Bobby Portis. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Prince, and it's Sims in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Trent for 3. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Kennard passes to Williams. He shoots a 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis outside. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Portis with a screen on Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Kennard for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Williams up top, guarded by Trent. Williams misses. The Bucks trail by 3. Sims, the pass to Trent. Puts up a 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Kennard against Porter. Fires it. The rebound by Sims. Milwaukee has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And grab the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Richard, you played for great teams and rebuilding teams. How different is the atmosphere between those types of organizations?
The expectation to win from everyone, top to bottom, that's what stands out to me. Everyone takes their role seriously and professionally.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
Sends it home from three-point land. Stevens has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Trent on the wing. Pass to Sims. Williams against Trent. And Clark with a block. And they're able to recover.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Prince. No points yet. They grab their own miss. Outside Porter. Here's Prince. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. The 3 is up. Trent's shot is off. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Oh, Clark with the slam.
His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Outside Porter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line here. No good on the second free throw. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 1:05 left in the second period. Bagley is screen on Trent. Out to Bagley. Just 5 on the clock. Kennard for 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Porter against Kennard. Left side Porter to the left side wing. Trent for 3. Sims, the pass to Trent. Fires the 3. Tries yet again, and it's good. On the layup, Sims has got his first basket.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Kennard finds Clark. Back to Kennard. Clark with a screen on Porter. Nice shot by Kennard. 7 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Pass to Trent. From outside the arc. That one is off. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into the half. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
The Grizzlies, 27. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent. Oh, Ja Morant, my goodness.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The 3 from Bane. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got his 4th rebound in this one. Giannis with a ferocious take.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
They get the rebound. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Morant, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jackson can't get it to go. Grizzlies trail by 4. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. It's scooped up. Jackson against Antetokounmpo. Ooh, Giannis using his length inside.
And just tremendous putback ability. Giannis with that length and agility, just unstoppable.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
He throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Bane. Bane with a screen on Kuzma. Back to Bane. The 3. The rebound by the Bucks. And the Bucks pushing it up now. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Nails it from 3. Lillard's got 11.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
There's Jackson with the three. Buries it from 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Portis, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Kevin Porter.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Shooting for Memphis.
And he sinks the second. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Porter against Kennard. Porter the pass to Prince. Memphis with a rebound. Bagley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. So Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Sims. Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Prince. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Kennard against Lillard for the tie. Kennard can't get it to go. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. Trent outside. Takes a 3. And the three-pointer goes. Trent's got 12 points.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Kennard. Fires the 3. He drops it from range. 10 points for him.
Can't give those openings defensively. He'll just keep exploiting them.
Porter the pass to Trent. Memphis with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Kennard on the wing. 10 points for him.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
16 seconds left in the third. And here's Porter. Trent outside. And stolen by Williams. Got it up. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Milwaukee. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Prince is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Clark. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Trent from long range. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Hey, but D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Off the mark there with a three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Trent, the pass to Prince. Back to Trent. Three-pointer. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Kicks it out to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
The Bucks leading by 5. Outside Porter. Portis outside. Left side Porter. Here's Prince. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Kennard against Porter. Kennard outside. Kicks it out to Clark. Back to Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. From the arc. Rebounded by Trent.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Portis the screen. And there's a whistle. That goes on Vince Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
For 3, here's Lillard. And again, it's the Bucks missing. Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant with it, and Lopez picks him up. Puts the move on. Look at Morant work in the paint. Nice.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a three-point opportunity.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Morant.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to...
Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coaches.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Ja Morant. 2 shots.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
And Allie, thanks.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
And he's going for the lob. Whoa! Antetokounmpo flying.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Jackson on the wing. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple.
Shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo against Jackson. Pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Lillard with the dunk.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
And here's Payne.
Milwaukee foul. Damian Lillard. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He gets the first, and that brings him within 5.
Taking 2 shots.
And Payne drops them both. 1:07 left to play in the 4th. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. And the dunk by Lillard.
Hey, get up, Dave. Mr. Lillard taking flight.
And so it's Memphis with it. Here's Morant. Morant flashes his vertical there.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter here. Lillard passes to Jackson. Back to Lillard. Over Morant. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Bucks lead by 6.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Lillard. Jackson surveying the D. Off target with the shot. So Milwaukee wins it. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fan. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Richard.
Jason, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on the shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with G.G. Jackson. And it's Edey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That's a strong finish from Draymond Green. Those are the kind of plays where he likes to flex on.
Brent, Draymond Green's resume speaks for itself. What's he do, though, that we may not see or appreciate?
Well, Kevin, Draymond Green does such a great job of being a connector and communicator defensively. It is remarkable the way that he can impact every position on the floor by the way he uses both his position and his voice. Forget about the offense. Draymond takes on the challenge every night defensively, and that makes him elite.
Curry, that's good.
On another level, Curry is totally ready to duel this one out from the three-point line.
Morant dishes to Jackson. Outside, Bane. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Green against Bane. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. Desmond Bane was the topic, and Coach was effusive with his praise. He said Bane is a great catch-and-shoot guy, but he'll find ways to contribute no matter what. He also said Bane is hard to game plan for, but they'll do their best not to let him get in rhythm. And they will have their hands full tonight, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. No good from Payton. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the wide open shot from Green. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Edey gets the bucket.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Payton. They set the screen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Now the Warriors moving it up. Payton from outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
And unfortunately, we've seen too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here's Payton. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 5.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Green with a screen for Curry. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Morant looking around. Pass to Edey. Bane with it. And here's Morant. Bane with the screen on Butler. Clock at 4. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
And look at Morant getting bold at the arc. When he's feeling it, you really have to watch him out there.
Morant against Curry. Green, the pass to Curry. Back to Green. Tries it from the top of the key. Edey with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Takes it off the glass. Morant's got 9 points.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Grizzlies?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
It feels like the three-point line has opened up really early in this one, too. They've been looking confident from behind the arc, but there's a lot of attempts going up.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Williams is out there with Kennard. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Stevens in at the 3 spots. And Post gets it to go.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Clark. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Kuminga, screen on Kennard. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark kicks to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Post.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Memphis moving that ball around. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Wells is checked in. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Grizzlies with an up. Miss. The Warriors lead it. Healed with it. Williams picks him up. Stolen away. And the dunk by Wells.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fella. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
A minute 50 left here in the second. At the top of the key, Clark. Now, here's Kennard. Defended by Moody. Sinks the triple.
And if the defense is going to shut down one thing with Kennard, I'd start with the three-point shooting.
Santos, the pass to Heel. Lets it go with the three. Wells grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Here's Santos. Rebound by Williams. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And 1:01 left in the first half. Here's Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Post. To end the run. To the wing on the left. Moody. It's good from long range. Moody's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Clark outside. Kennard on the wing. Williams has a screen for Kennard. Off target from three-point range. Warriors trail by 3.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the team.
First team foul.
Healed outside. Here's Moody. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Payton, and Payton throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So it's the Grizzlies now. A 2-point game. Outside, Bain. From past the arc. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And that's how you share the ball. They got what they wanted, and Butler put the finishing touches on it.
Pass to Bain. It's stolen by Curry. All alone. Curry finishes off the break.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Pass to Bain. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Butler and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Morant with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Bain kicks to Morant. Back to Bain. Stolen by Curry. Oh, here comes Curry all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Curry going coast to coast in no time, so great speed shown on that fast break.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Edey. Now here's Morant. Here's Edey, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Bain passes to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. They need this. Shooting foul as the width, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
First team foul. Shooting for Memphis, Edey.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right in the review.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Memphis shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he makes the first but misses the second. Now here's Moody, guarded closely. Pass to post.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Santos. Shot on the wing, and he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. 1:52 left in the third. And Kennard launches it from deep. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Moody's shot is off. The Grizzlies trail by 7. It's stolen by Hield. And here comes the break. Santos, the pass to Kuminga. Here's Stevens. Knocks down the 3-ball. Stevens got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And there's typically going to be some space when you're out in transition and you do just kind of venture out to that 3-point. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Now the Warriors moving it up. The shot from the low post is good. And it's an 8-point Warrior lead.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Moody. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Clark has got the ball here for Memphis. Williams over to the left wing. They set the pick. Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hield. Williams can't hit. Outside Kuminga. That will count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both 3/10 quarters behind us. And more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Warriors leading by 5. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Luke Kennard out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Wells. And it's Stevens in at the 3 spot. Here's Kennard. And he dunks it down.
Hey, Kennard has the ability to absolutely fill it up.
Left side, Kuminga. To the paint. Here's Santos. The shape. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Warriors lead by 5.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
They grab their own miss. Kennard kicks to Wells. Pass to Steffens. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 5. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded by Williams. Now, here's Moody. He's tightly guarded. Kuminga down low. He's guarded by Williams. Post misses the shot. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Kennard on the wing. Here's Steffens, covered by Heel. Stevens, the pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Kennard has the space and has a pure shot.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here on free throw coming up.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
The Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Here's Curry. Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the lane. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Curry not settling. That's a great sign. Goes right into the defense, takes the contact, and finishes.
Morant with a wide open look. They get it again. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a 3-point play.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Curry on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Here's Green. And foul on the shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for the Dubs, Draymond Green taking 2 shots. The play will be reviewed. NBA rules.
Tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Morant kicks to Bain.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Curry looking around. Outside Butler. In the paint. Butler.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
Bain against Curry. Out to the right wing. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Payton finds Curry. Butler is screen on Jackson. Here's Curry with the 3. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Jackson.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. It falls.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Green drives in. Nails the tray.
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
Outside, Payne. It's good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
That's it. One more time for their deep.
So both teams making some changes here. So it's the Warriors now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Curry, and he drives in. The Grizzlies call timeout.
Substitution for your Warriors.
From the inbound. Oh, that was something else.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play.
But eventually, I'll get there. I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink
BA, it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You've got a roster full of high IQ players. They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at small forward. The three from Curry. Rebounded by Lopez. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Kuzma. Lillard against Payton. The three. The Warriors pull it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Curry against Antetokounmpo. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it. Well, Clark, Lillard's scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court. This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a three on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here's Lillard. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry. Any breathing room he gets is too much.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Curry, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo has got 6 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Curry. He's got 6. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. He's got 9.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma for 3. Pure from three-point range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Post. And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
Tit for tat. Love that Butler came back down and delivered. Whatever you can do, he can do just as well.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Warriors for a minute. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him. The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Here's Post. And again, no good by Golden State. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 6 to the middle. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Warriors trail by 12. 30 seconds left to play in the first. And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Curry. He's got 9. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got 12.
As a defender, it's got to be a futile feeling when Curry's in the zone like this.
Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. 12 seconds left to play in the first. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And the first one at the line is good.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with. A beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
Curry, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And so it's Milwaukee. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shots. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
Buddy Hield is out there with Moody. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Santos in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Sims uses the glass on the layup.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
And here's Kuminga for 3. The rebound by Sims. Milwaukee leading by 11. The drive by Porter. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
He can get it to the rack, too. Porter Jr. unafraid to slice his way to the cup.
Portis against Kuminga. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Sims, the pass to Portis. Here's Sims. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Hey, when you're big and passes like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
With the floater, Moody good.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Outside Porter, pass to Prince. Trent outside. The 3 ball. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 12. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute. You got to put a body on Portis or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
Kuminga's shot is off. And it's Porter with the ball for the Bucks. 14 points, their largest margin of the game.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Moody on the tape. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Porter looks it over. Down low. Portis outside. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Good on the bucket. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Hield, a screen on Prince. Here's Santos. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Trent's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It's stolen by Trent. Knocks it loose. And he banks in the layup. Trent's got 5 now.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Hield. Here's Santos. Outside Kuminga from behind the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Portis. On the wing, Porter. Portis with a screen on Hield. Trent. Santos pulls it in.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
That'll count. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Milwaukee. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. It's Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Kuzma in at the 3.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
Curry finds Green. Outside for Butler. And that comes off the assist by Green. Butler's got 6.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
Warriors trail by 13. Butler, a screen on Jackson. Curry passes to Butler. Milwaukee with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team to win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Oh, sweet move. Back to Jackson. Pass to Lopez. On target from range. Lopez has got his second basket.
A nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
Curry against Jackson. Outside for Green. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. To the paint. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Back to Butler. And he's all alone. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you've got to be attentive around Kuzma. You can't be casual. He's excellent at gambling appropriately and coming away with steals.
The 3 from Curry. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks leading by 16. Jackson with it. Green picks him up. Lillard fires away from way outside. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Butler can't get it to go. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Jackson finds Lillard. A minute 50 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Antetokounmpo surveys. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
The 3 from Curry. Curry buries the triple.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Lillard passes to Jackson. From downtown. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
It takes so much work to keep Giannis off the glass. He's got that great length and athleticism. Boy, he's a real problem on the boards.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
And it's Butler off the drive. Lillard against Curry. And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out.
And they stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get it.
Shooting from Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So many close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry. They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for Milwaukee. He's been effective. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Bucks leading by 8. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. Moody is out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Post in at the 5. That's the Warriors 5. And the Warriors' shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. To the wing on the left. Drains the triple.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Here's Prince. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Prince, the pass to Porter. Fader on the way. Buries it from 3.
Porter Jr.
And now a 10-point Bucks lead.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Here's Santos. Another 3 for Golden State.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Trent for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Moody. There's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Prince can't hit. Warriors trail by 4. Oh, here's Moody with a drive. Outside Kuminga. And there's the drive. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Kevin Porter.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the 4th, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Can't quite put my finger on it, but something gave them a jolt, and now they're knocking down everything. We got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch.
And the basket by Trent.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
Golden State has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this 4th quarter. Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. Lillard passes to Lopez. Yes! And the foul! Reece Jackson-Davis picks one up.
And Antetokounmpo is just fearless. I mean, hit him, knock him around. Really doesn't faze him. Doesn't matter. I mean, this guy is determined to get the job done, and he does.
And the Bucks making a change here. Trent's checked in. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. They trail by 6. Kept alive. Back to Curry. Launches a 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lets it fly. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Antetokounmpo's got 13 in the second half. Here's Curry. Butler up top. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Jackson. The Warriors pull it in. Pass to Butler for 3. Again, the miss by Butler. Milwaukee leading by 5. Trent right side. Antetokounmpo, pass to Kuzma. And here's Lopez. Out left to the wing. Now Trent. Launches it. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition.
See why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Jackson pass to Antetokounmpo. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jackson-Davis. Second personal foul. Team's 4th.
Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Butler. And it's Trent penetrating. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
I tell you what, Steph Curry, somebody lit a fire under him.
And he commits the intentional foul. Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
2 shots.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Unable to knock them all down, but still, he puts them up by 1.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
And so it's Golden State with it.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. How do you think this is going to play out?
And this is what it's all about. This shot could win the game. Not much time left, but they have just enough to execute a play.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. 4 o'clock.
like a potential blower. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. Jackson is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. And Lillard kicks to Jackson. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Antetokounmpo with the steal. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
So stand the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those 3 outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those 3 guys. That's a great base for the future.
Here's Lillard after Memphis gets the 3. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, if the defense is going to give him the mid-range look, Lillard has no problem taking advantage.
Rel's wide open. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Lillard is screen on Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest. For Memphis, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Jackson against Morant. Pass to Wells. Out to Morant. Rocket 2. The high post shot. Williams has a screen for Morant. Here's Williams, covered by Lillard. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot goes in.
And that's like taking candy from a baby. When Lillard gets his hands on the ball with open court in front of him, he's going all the way.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. You can see, and coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. It's a tie ball game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Lopez a screen. Lillard from outside. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Williams, here we go. Back to Clark. Morant outside. Jackson a screen on Jackson. 5 to shoot. Morant passes to Jackson. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Lillard against Williams. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Morant missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Lillard against Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Lillard looking around. From past the arc. The shot will not fall. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Bucks on top. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. You've got Prince. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now, here's Kennard. After the miss from Bobby Portis. Kennard kicks to Bain. Fires the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Stephens pulls it in.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Jackson misses. Bucks trail by 4. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now, here's Kennard. Scoreless thus far. Driving the lane. On the wing, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Edey. And that's going to be a travel. For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Up top, Portis. Now Trent. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Prince outside. Trent passes to Portis. Count it. Portis has got his first points of the game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Kennard's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Porter outside, drills the 3-pointer. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
Kennard kicks to Bain. Kennard with a screen on Trent. A 3-ball. And another miss by Memphis. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. 1:32 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Sims. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porter. Sims kicks to Portis. Here's Trent. Second shot opportunity. Stephens pulls it in.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Now, here's Kennard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
First personal foul. First team foul.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Portis. Pass to Trent. Clock at 6. Here's Sims. Tries again. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to talk to his guys. Left side, Porter. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. And the Bucks miss again. Memphis has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Bain. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Stephens. And stolen by Prince. To the middle. Here's Trent. Here's Sims. Great D that time from Bain. That's a 2 from Kennard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's a tie game in Memphis. And now we'll send. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
22. Players, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court set.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Clark is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Wells. And it's Williams at shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Lopez with the block. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. The shot's good from Kuzma.
Easier to go strong to the hoop, but I tell you what, when you feel it, take it from deep.
And it's Clark in the corner. Stolen by Jackson. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here's Giannis. Grizzlies making the shot. Down low, inside. Giannis drops it in.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
And talk
about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
After back-to-back 50-win seasons, Dan, last season was frustrating for the Memphis Grizzlies in almost every way.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. They went 27 and 55. Due to suspension and injuries, they only got 9 games from their star, Ja Morant. But they still have a lot of young talent and still a team that can be very competitive in the future.
No one covering. Jackson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Clark with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Clark inside. Lopez is there. Jackson passes to Giannis. And they get it back. Lillard outside. Back to Kuzma. Three-pointer. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Now, here's Wells. He's got 9. Here's Williams outside for Jackson and stolen by Lillard. Down low, and to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush. Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. So it'll be Giannis Antetokounmpo shooting. That's on Jaren Jackson. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Sims is checked in. Prince comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for Jackson. And Porter subbed in for Damian Lillard. Now here's Jackson. Pass to Stephens. 6 on the shot clock. A kick out to Bain. From outside, off the mark. Milwaukee's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Outside Jackson. Back to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. That's a 2 from Kennard. Nice D from Porter. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And right after this, now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Gary Trent. Trent's out there with Portis. Then it's Porter. And it's Sims in at the center position. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
And the first one at the line is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Oh, and the jam by Prince. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Porter, and Desmond Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. easy 2 points on the layup.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Prince kicks to Portis. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Offensive rebound. Portis can't get it to go.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Bain. There's the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's Porter with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got it all tied up now for Milwaukee.
Nice pull-up, Jay, there by Porter. Keeping the defense on their toes and striking fast.
Kennard, the pass to Bain. Jackson, a screen on Trent. Outside for Jackson. Here's Edey. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Trent passes to Portis. Softly drops in the floater.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Kennard against Trent. Pass to Edey. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
Lopez passes to Lillard. Shoots over Morant. Lillard misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just basically whiffs on it.
Here's Edey. It's Jackson atop the key. Good on the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Bain sets the screen for Morant. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
The drive by Giannis. Here's Prince. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Lopez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead. Here's Morant. A kick out to Bain. It's good from beyond the arc.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Lillard finds Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. It drops. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Grizzlies making the shot. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Kept alive. Outside for Jackson. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Out left to the wing. Now here's Wells. Defense is right there. Lets it go with a 3. Outside for Jackson. Takes a 3. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. What a show they put on. All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
we've got two teams who aren't afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Inside is Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jackson Davis. Inside, over to the left wing. The rebound. By Edey. Here's Wells, guarded by Payton. Wells, that's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And here's Green from the arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Must have been too good to pass up because Green is kind of picky from the arc.
Here's Moran. Good D by Payton.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Moran. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Wells. Knocks down the triple. Wells has got 5.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Richard, it comes as no surprise that Golden State is routinely at the top of the league for made threes.
That's how this team has been constructed. They are custom built to rain threes on you, and we've seen it be very, very effective.
Pass to Wells. Jackson with a screen on Curry. Here's Jackson. 5 to shoot. Curry with a steal. Here's Jackson Davis with a drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, he knew what was on his mind.
First team foul.
The 3 from Bain. No luck on that one. The Warriors have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Oh, stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Pass to Bain. Bain with a screen on Green. Back to Bain. From deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Edey, covered by Jackson Davis. Edey, that's good.
Just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Outside Bain, and here's Morant. Here's Wells, down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target from outside. And the basket by Curry.
Not just a jump shooter. Curry is so creative at figuring out little ways to score inside.
You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
He buries it from 3. Curry's got 5 now.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Butler against Morant. Oh, stolen by Payton. Here we go, 1-on-1. And stolen by Bain. Outside Morant. Oh, it's stolen away. Curry against Morant. Outside, Green. Here's the pick. And here's Butler outside. Memphis with a rebound. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. And the basket by Bain. He's got 5. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's Butler. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
How talented is Butler? I mean, just so adept at carving out some space inside and converting.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Over Butler. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Both teams have it going here early. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Vince Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Bagley in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Now here's Jackson to the inside. Clark. Another shot. Santos pulls it in. The Warriors leading. Moody on the wing. Moses Moody up strong for the jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Nails the wide-open jumper. Kennard's got his first bucket in this one. Golden State has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. The drive by Hield. 2 points. That one goes.
You can't take Hield's athleticism lightly, especially when he's looking to slash his way inside.
Here's Santos, defended by Jackson. Kuminga with a screen on Jackson. Santos uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Hield against Kennard. Outside Bagley. Kennard outside. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Jackson can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 5. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Pass to Santos. This one for 3. Here's Looney. Outside Moody. Takes the 3. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And here's Kuminga for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
Now here's Kennard. Tight defense on him. Outside, Williams. Pass to Jackson. From downtown. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Moody. 5 points in the game. Close in. Moses Moody.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Moody to the right side. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Williams finds Kennard. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Moody. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Kennard passes to Jackson. Shakes him. And the dunk by Jackson.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Here's Moody. He's got 9. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
Moses Moody at the line for 1. The play is under video review under NBA rules.
Even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
We have a halftime. Let's see what you got. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Kennard passes to Jackson. Kennard outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Heel drives in. Right side, Kuminga. It could go. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Warriors ahead. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And get ready for the fan half-court shots from line. They're thinking about the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Moses Moody getting it done today.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
On the floor for the Warriors. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. And the Warriors lead by 7.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Well, Richard, with the relocations and the floor he covers, Curry is still an anomaly with his conditioning.
Oh, he's got an off-season program that would make other NBA stars.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coaches.
Plays. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Morant. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Graham.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Payton attacking. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Speedy, that's good.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Curry finds Green. Butler on the wing, guarded by Bane. Butler passes to Curry. 6 to shoot. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Grizzlies trail by 4. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Misses the layup. Golden State has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Right side, Payton. Floats one up, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just great awareness from Curry. So good at reading the floor and finding his open teammates.
Pass to Wells. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
You see how effective Butler is driving inside. The combination of muscle and athleticism is tough to stop.
Here's Morant. Here's Wells. The 3. Hits the trifecta. Wells has got 8 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Curry against Morant. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Memphis. And the Warriors make some changes. So it's the Warriors now, leading by 5. Outside Kuminga. Clock at 6. And stolen by Clark. Jackson on the wing. 10 points for him. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Bagley. Kicks it out to Jackson. Driving inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Unloads. And the Warriors miss again.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Clark. Takes it inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. Memphis shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. The Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Outside heel. Up and over Kennard. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Golden State has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And there's a pick. Moody. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Jackson. Kicks it out to Clark. Kennard outside. And the layup falls. Kennard's got 6 points.
Assertive move. You could tell the game's heating up a bit.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it goes. Jam that one home.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. For the lead. The shot, no good. He gets it up. Doesn't go that time. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The Warriors on top. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. The Warriors leading. Luke Kennard out there with Vince Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's Jackson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Hield passes to Kuminga. Off target with the 3. Memphis has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Oh, Clark with the slam.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And the dunk by Jackson.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And a new group getting ready for Memphis. Edie's checked in for Bagley. Jackson comes in for Clark. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Morant in for Kennard. Butler, a screen on Morant. Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Jackson, the pass to Bane. Outside for Morant. Here's Edie. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
Butler's shot is good.
If you're defending Butler, you throw up your hands when he makes a pull-up. It's just not fair.
On the wing, Bane from outside the arcs hits a 3-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The 3 from Curry. Curry buries the triple.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
And it's Morant off the drive. Here's Bane. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 4 rebounds in the game. Curry passes to Payton. Back to Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Gotta respect his shooting and passing. Curry able to move defenders and create fouls.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I was able to catch the message that Memphis's coach was giving to his team. He emphasized staying sharp the rest of the way, saying turnovers will kill us. We can close this gap if we take care of the ball. Don't try and overdo it. Let's send it back to you guys, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And so Curry nails both of them.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Morant. The skill, the grace, Morant.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Jackson Davis a screen. Outside for Butler. Fires the 3. They got the rebound. Outside Payton. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside Payne. There's the triple. Here's Morant. Out left to the wing. Here's Wells. No good from outside. The Warriors lead by 6. Right side Curry. Curry from inside.
He's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Puts up a 3. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Outside Butler. Payton up top. Jackson Davis a screen. Payton passes to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Fires it from 18. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 5-point game. Out to the right wing. Oh, they pick off the pass. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up. An opportunity at a 3-point play. And the free throw, no good. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Jackson Davis. And that's an intentional foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to get up a quick shot and then foul immediately.
Morant, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And so it's the Warriors who come out on top here. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie...